Hey bro, do you know what Anzac is? My little brother, 6 years old at the time, turns around and tells me, of course I know what Anzac is. Anzac is a flavor of biscuits. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow New Zealanders, what is Anzac? Why do we as New Zealanders celebrate Anzac? And what makes Anzac so special to us? Now, when I was a cute, young, good-looking kindergartner, I used to attend the Anzac services in Christchurch. Now, my mum tells me I've always been a fan of the red poppy. Apparently, I used to wave it around and marvel at the colours. As I grew older, my involvement in Anzac services became more active. And as a scout for the past 6 years, I've participated in marches, I've lain wreaths at memorials, and I've even placed poppies on the crosses of fallen soldiers. But it was when I began researching for the speech, that I began to dig the trenches. The trenches that provided me with knowledge, with history, with the significance and identity of Anzac. Digging these trenches made me thirsty for more information, for more knowledge. I sourced more books. I spoke to teachers, students, and members of the elderly community. And then I had found it. I had unearthed the roots of the red poppy. And I felt proud to be a New Zealander. At a time when conscription loomed, Anzac soldiers were the type of men that asked themselves what they could do for their country and not what their country could do for them. They are the men that demonstrate the pinnacle of national unity and imperial loyalty. I see them as a team, a band of brothers, of genuine Kiwi blokes, like the forward pack of a champion rugby team. They had men, commanders, like William George Malone and Alexander John Godley, making the tough calls, leading our men. They had soldiers like Private Paul Silver and Private Francis Twistleton, placing their bodies on the line for their country, fighting through agony and pain. Francis Twistleton, digging the shrapnel out of his flesh with his pocket knife. They had doctors like Charles Mackey Begg and Evelyn Gertrude Brooks, repairing and caring for the wounded in the most hostile of conditions. They had chaplains like Henare Wepiha Te Wainohu, inspiring and preparing our men for battle, bestowing the pride, the courage, the mana upon our warriors. For Anzac soldiers, death and life slept in the same trench. War was no game. For me, this is what Anzac Day entails. It's a day where we remember our national identity. A day where we take a moment and put on the boots of an Anzac soldier. Just try and imagine the conditions at a fly-ridden Gallipoli, the searing heat beating down on us as we heave an uncomfortable pack, a shovel prodding from the top. Sweat trickles from our brow to the corner of our mouth that salty taste engulfing us. Blazing bullets fly past as we dash for cover. Shrapnel, like hailstones, falling from the skies. Our men stood united, facing the perils of adversity. 2,721 also fell united. But what we remember, what we cherish, is their character, their attitude that they demonstrated on those slopes of Gallipoli. They were Kiwis, men with hearts bound together by that number 8 wire and that Kiwi can-do attitude. They had bravery and courage coursing through their veins. They were driven by the utmost respect to their nation and pride in their country. When we think of Anzac, we think of these men, our boys. Anzac Day, it is significant. It is important. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow New Zealanders, Anzac Day, it's us. We shall not forget them.